silence your cell phones. Police Department, you're up first.
Well, this will be a very short Finance Committee meeting because the company who was going to come up here to do the presentation canceled due to weather. So the next meeting we'll put them on. I guess the only thing I would say on this is that we've talked for a couple of years about LED street lights and trying to put those in the town. And this is just to get this before you folks so you can hear from somebody. It'll obviously generate a bunch of questions. If we get one group up here, we might try to get out a couple different groups to come up besides this one. We can put out an RFP, put down some specs once we hear from some people and make it a budget item if you want to move it forward. But it's more informational. If they were here tonight, it's pretty much informational just to start talking about it.
I think that was a great idea to get it talking.
Yeah.
So we could, it's something we probably definitely should put in next year's budget if we could.
But I won't have anything tonight, so we'll get it to you. And
Hey, we can postpone it. They can come maybe next
sure.
month.
And the second part of this, I obviously you know that
On the agenda?
yeah, the whole training thing. I obviously didn't get that out to you folks on Friday. So we had some internet issues and didn't get that back until noontime, 1 o'clock. I put this out here for you. We've got some other items to talk about in executive session, and we can get into that in more detail and also give you guys a chance to look this over and ask any questions you want. But, you know, I couldn't really hand this out to you today and expect you to have a whole lot of questions or input on this until you get a chance to really see it. So this may be the shortest Finance Committee meeting that we've ever had.
Cool.
So,
I guess I'd entertain a motion to adjourn then.
so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Done. I'm assuming we can move right on to the regular council meeting? How lucky are we? I'd like to call the regular council meeting to order. Flag salute, Kyle?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I know I just said it, but I'll say it again because it's in here. Please silence your cell phones. Roll call?
Silent roll call has been taken and a quorum is present.
Approval of the minutes. Don't have any, right?
Right.
Citizens' communications and citizens' requests. Is there anybody here that would like to speak about an item that's not on the agenda tonight? Perfect. Reports. Council President, I have nothing. Standing committees? City councilors?
I was asked to check on the status of the deer hunt, bow hunting that's still going on. It goes on till the end of this month.
I believe status as far as numbers shot?
How many,
or?
no, their concern was more, are we committed to the state for so many years, or is this a year-to-year thing, or?
We're in the expanded archery now. I think that's kind of the ship has sailed. I mean, I can get
That's it.
I can get more information on that.
So we really don't have anything to say. We have no say. The state.
Well, we could certainly, you know, we could go back and I suppose ask if any changes could be made to it if there was something that wasn't going right with it. But at this point, it's
This
kind of.
person thought that enough had been taken, but maybe it was time to look at it
Talk in
again.
your mic, because I can just about hear you here, so I'm pretty sure those people up there can't. Can you move your mic closer or something?
No.
What'd you say?
They were just concerned that the the deer, we may be at a point now that the deer population is within, what do I want to say? We don't need to have
Yeah,
the bow hunt
I mean, if we
anymore.
wanted to, I'm sure we could get a biologist here if we wanted to have the state just come back and kind of give us an overview of that. I mean, if you want me to do that.
This was just something they had asked. I said, as long as I'd been here, I hadn't heard anything, so I said I would ask.
I think that's a great idea.
We can,
They'll come in
We
and give
could-
us an update of
sure.
the hunt, I'm sure,
sure they will.
plus update of the deer population
Yeah.
here. You know, if I look out behind my house, all the trees are up 7 feet. You know, that means that there's some hungry deer, if they're standing on their hind legs eating branches, and I'm pretty sure that's what trims them up
Yeah.
that high, so, you know. They'll tell us whether we're better off to hunt them or let them starve to death, so if we could do that, that'd be great.
Yep. No, I'm sure they'll be
question.
happy to.
Kind of locked into hunting them, though, I think.
Yeah.
I
glad you
think
can
we
hear
are,
me.
but I think when we did that, it was kind of a change that we made with the state.
Yeah.
That'd be another good
We get
answer
an
to
update,
get.
though. Yep, sure.
City attorney, she's missing tonight. Weather too bad for her?
No, they asked, is there anything on here that they wanted us to talk about? I didn't really see anything.
So we're
that was
not
that
paying them for a
con-
night? Is
No,
that a good
they're
thing?
good.
Special committees? City manager?
Just a follow-up from Rudman and Winchell today on Maple Grove Cemetery. They have basically broken it down now into two parts under Title 13. There can be a voluntary transfer of that to the city. And so they're just looking to see if there's any way they can find any type of title to that property at all. And if they can't, then they'll go through eminent domain proceedings and get a declaratory judgment in Superior Court. And one's more expensive than the other, so they're going to try to see if they
Clearly
can.
Superior Court's gonna be more
Right.
expensive.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's just an update. They're working on that, and they're pretty much down, to the point where that's going to be that is the two avenues to get that done. So I should be able to report back here in the next couple of weeks, probably at the next meeting, of where that's going to stand and where we go from there. So, and that's it for me.
Questions of Bill while we got him? Consent agenda, we don't have any. Public hearings? The city council will conduct a public hearing on a new application for a viculars license, food establishment license for Chuck Lawrence, doing business as Trade Winds Variety 7 at 665 Stillwater Avenue. I'd open the public hearing. Mr. Russell?
Dave Russell, Code Officer. We have Ben and Jenny from Tradewinds here. I don't know if you have any questions of them. They're looking to open on the 28th of December. I've been up there many times over the course of the building process. It's coming along very well, and I don't see any reason why they won't be able to. This will be pending myself and Dave Daniels' final inspection for them to receive this, but I would approve it this evening. I don't know if you want to speak with them?
Do you have anything you'd like to say? Any questions of them? You're off the hook. I'll look at you. Anybody else? I'd close the public hearing. The city council consider approval of a new application for viculars license for Trade Winds Variety 7. Councilor Ketchen, she's not here.
Not here.
Would you fill in, please?
Okay. Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves a new application for a victuals food establishment license for Chuck Lawrence, DBA Trade Winds Variety 7, 655 Avenue, contingent upon final inspections.
Do we have a second?
A second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Congratulations.
Thank you.
The city council will conduct a public hearing on a new application for a viculars license, food established license for Carl Lemieux, doing business as OTO out of the ordinary at 296 Main Street. I would open the public hearing.
Because I don't get enough FaceTime. Dave Russell, code officer. Again, we have Mr. and Mrs. Lemieux and Ida McChesney, who are going to be the operators of OTO. I was over there today. They're ready to go. They're just waiting on the state inspector. Was supposed to come up today, but weren't available because of the travel. So she's going to be here tomorrow. And again, they meet all of our requirements. It's just the state formality so they get their state license. I would recommend. And again, if you have any questions, it's looking very nice over there.
Cool.
Where is it?
296 Main Street.
Used to be Acme
It used to
Pizza.
be Acme
Acme
Pizza.
Pizza.
Oh.
Beside of the florist.
Yeah. Great.
You have anything to add?
No, we're just excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. That's good.
Yes, we're excited to have you in town.
Yes.
And we have tater tots too. so-
Any questions of them? I'll close the public hearing. The city council will consider approval of a new application for vicular's license for OTO. Councilor Klitsch.
I don't have it in front of me.
You don't?
Oh.
Give you mine, how's that?
Okay. Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves a new application for victualers food establishment license for Kyle Milieu,
Yeah?
you doing business as OTO, out of the ordinary, oh, okay. 296 Main Street, contingent upon final inspections.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Smart, Councilor Smart. Any further discussion? All those in favor? I'll trade back with you, I got notes on that one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Moving on to new business, congratulations. Look forward to seeing you there. The city council will consider accepting a bid for tax-acquired property at 586 Main Street. Two bids were received, the highest bid was $30,000 and the lowest bid was $25,111. Councilor Smart, would you read this, please?
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby accepts the high bid from Brian Wilcox in the amount of $30,000 for tax-acquired property located at 586 Main Street. The council further authorizes the city manager to execute all necessary documents to complete the transaction.
I will second.
Seconded by Councilor May. Any discussion? All those in favor?
It's good seeing you.
Well done.
Nobody cares, I guess. The city council will consider amending section 1, regular council meetings of the council's rules and procedures by changing the time of the meetings from 7 p.m. to 6 p.m. Councilor May, would you read that, please?
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves amending Section 1, regular council meetings of the council's rules and procedures by changing the time of meetings from 7 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilor Brissette. Any discussion? All those in favor? The council will consider amending Resolution 2018-3, establishing meet times for the council by changing the time of the meetings from 7 p.m. to 6 p.m. Councilor Klitsch.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves amending Resolution 2018-3, establishing meet times for the council by changing the time of meetings from 7 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Should we note at this time that special committee our committee meetings will start at 6 o'clock on the second Monday of the month instead of 6:30, so we'll just continue on, so both meetings will start at the same time from now on.
Great idea.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Any other discussion? All those in favor? The city council considered going into the city council. The city council will consider going into executive session for the purpose of discussing economic development matter. Councilor May.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves going into executive session pursuant to Title I MRSA Section 405, Section 6C, for the purpose of discussing an economic development matter.
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Klitsch. Any discussion? All those in favor? Carries. Enjoy life.
Thank you.